So today we are going to see an introduction of ASP.NET. It's not actually ASP.NET. First, we'll see a few basic things that are required for ASP.NET. And after few days, we'll get back to you on ASP.NET. So there are few prerequisites first. We'll discuss about all those prerequisites and then we will enter into our ASP.NET. So the pattern, the way we study ASP.NET, first we'll have one or two sessions on HTML. We'll study on HTML. Then we'll go with the CSS. Then we'll go with JavaScript. Then after we'll go with classic ASP and then we'll go with ASP.NET. That will be the pattern. Now, something important now is to focus on introduction part. In this introduction, first we'll see what do you mean by an application. Application, you can say it's nothing but program containing set of instructions to achieve particular task. To achieve what? Particular task. Now, in this we have two things. Two types of application. One, you call desktop application. Desktop application. Desktop application means that runs on single system. Single system. That runs on what? Single machine, single system. If you go through example, single system. What applications? Which applications runs on single system? Best example, Notepad, calculator, MS Office. In that Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint. Complete, I mean to say, is what? Desktop application. Simple analyzation. If I install MS Office in my laptop, you cannot access it. You cannot access that software. You cannot use that software. You cannot access, you cannot use that software. That is what the meaning, desktop, single machine. Or if scenario is like you installed MS Office in your laptop, obviously I cannot access. So usually some companies even today works on their own desktop application. So software runs in their what do you call company. Data will be feeded of that company. Daily they log off, they log in, they shut down, they open every day because everything is local. Everything is on a single machine. Everything is on a single machine. So they don't go like live. It's not shared software. It's not accessible from other computers. That's what the meaning says about desktop application. Imagine a scenario like in your laptop, you have installed Notepad++, one software in your laptop. Can I access it? No. Can I use it? No. Not possible because that is desktop application. Okay. Now, second case we have that you call as web-based application. Second type it is. Second category. Two types. And you got different meanings for this web application. Different scenarios for this web application. What scenarios? What scenarios you're talking about? Okay. Simple definition is web-based application. When I say simple definition for web-based application is you can say now, you can say one, first point. Description I'm giving. What is it? You can say web applications are also software only. All web applications are software. www.google.com, when you say it's a software. www.facebook.com, software. Amazon.com, software. Wikipedia.com, software. How do you describe? Simple. You can say one answer. Application developed using web technologies. Yes, web application. Web application. What web technologies? What is that web technologies? Simple. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, etc. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, dot. Web application. Another approach. Another approach. You can say any software that runs any software that runs through browser. Best simple web application. Descriptions, please see different meanings of how you define web application. Any software that runs through browser, that is what? Web application. C program you don't run in browser. C sharp program you don't run in browser. C++ program we don't run in browser. Another description you have. Another description. Application stored on server and accessed by or via browser. Bas, is also called web application. But interesting thing that what we learned here is the accessed on server, stored on server, accessed via browser. Two different scenarios. Okay, accessed this stored where application is stored on server. So it's like client server technology. Who is client? Browser. Who is server? Client is browser. Server is many are there. Many. I'm talking about two different machines, two different applications. Server application, client will access. Server, client. How is it and all? We'll discuss. Coming classes, we'll talk on that. See, different descriptions. But is interesting thing is web application runs where? Where do you run it? Where do you run? Either on internet or intranet. When I say intranet, it is private network of an organization. Private network of organization. Which is available only for the employees of that company. Intranet. Internet is public network. Around the globe, you can access it. Access it. Intranet is what? Private network of a company. Who can access? Only employees of that company can access. Internet, public network. Who will access? Around the globe. Every person can access around the globe. Now, if you come up with things connecting with advantages of web application, advantages, especially when you talk about advantages of a web application. Let me list out few of them. Advantages. One advantage is easy to upgrade. Easy to upgrade. Why easy to upgrade? Okay, think for a while. Think for a while. Srinivas has developed one application in C sharp, and that application he has shared with me. That application, what did he do? He shared with me. Okay. Now that software, who shared? It is shared by Srinivas to me, that software. Now that software I am also using. And that software is used by even Anand also. Anand is also using. But now interesting thing is, after some days, after some days, Srinivas has made some changes in the software. After some days, what Srinivas has done, he has made changes in the software. Those changes automatically will not reflect in us, in my machine and in my Anand's machine, because that was desktop application. He made changes in the software on his laptop, on his computer. So those changes will not reflect in my system automatically. What should I do? Again, Srinivas should share that software with me. Then I should again go with the installation of it, or I should upgrade my software. Then the changes what Srinivas has done will be updated in my machine. And that is every time process, just because it is a desktop application. But what am I saying about web application? Application is on server. You make changes on server, enough. That is available for all the people, whoever is using it. Example, for reference point of view, I'm saying Google website, when you open www.google.com, when you say, depending on, like festivals, depending on some, you know mm, different events in our country, automatically logo of Google keeps on changing. Logo of Google keeps on changing. So depending on the event, they change. Where are they changing? They are changing in server. Whoever is accessing Google, for him that logo will appear of what they made a change. Easy to upgrade. That is what the point says. Easy to upgrade. How is it easy to upgrade? This is the point. That you make changes in the server software, automatically it is what? Updated. The changes are reflected in all the machines. Another point, easy maintenance. Easy maintenance. Every time you don't need to go to every system and make changes. Do it in server, reflects in all. And another important thing about this web application is it is more customized, more customizable. And if you go through this customizing part, web application is such an application. Web application is such an application where you can find its customizing is is not restricted at all. Customizing of web application. If you go through right now, if you go through some hundreds of websites, you could very clearly see that One website pattern doesn't match with the website pattern of the pattern of other websites. Every website has its own way, its own appearance, its own look and feel environment. They always see how better they can give an environment for people to access the information about their website. You just can refer, if you this is a general point I'm saying. You open Amazon.com, you see the way they appear. When you open Snapdeal, they have their own appearance. You open Flipkart, they have their own appearance. Purpose all are for online shopping portals. But when you see the approach, definitely they are of different approaches. If I go with 100 shopping portals, 100 appearances you find. No one will match with anyone. Neither color matches, nor appearance, nor with background matches, nor foreground matches, nor screen matches, nor options matches. Nothing, nothing. They always one prepares a website keeping other people in view. By seeing other websites, they feel, oh, this is what they feel. So we should give better option for people to approach to our website, to approach to our business. Even when you order online, for when you order food online, you have many. Zomato is we got many. You go them, you find different approaches. That is what the point. No limit. Vast. The things have become very vast towards designing, towards implementation. You should have patience, you should have your interest, you should have zeal, you should have like a patience, you should have that interest, you should have that keen observation. Then believe me, subject is so vast it has become. So many things they made available. The only thing is that you should have a patience to use them. That's what the customization things available in web application. And another important thing about a web application is how many times you develop. One. What else? After developing, run anywhere, anytime. Uh, Obviously, develop once. It's not by one person. Develop once by team. Hundreds of people will be there in the background for your project on web application. Hundreds of people. For what? Ultimate goal. See that anywhere, anytime. When I say anywhere, oh, this has lots of meanings. Anywhere has different meanings. Anywhere. Anywhere belongs to what? What does it mean? First point. Any OS. First point. Any device. Third point. Any geographical area. Uh, any OS. It could be your Windows, it could be your Linux, it could be your Mac, it could be your Android, it could be your iOS, it could be your anything. Google, are we not using on different machines? Yes. Do you understand? Any OS, any device. Today they made web applications so reachable even on a keypad phone. Forget about smartphone. Even on a keypad phone, you could find your browser available. Type google.com, Google is available. Any shopping portal you open, it's available. Any device, smartphone, tablet, laptop, whatnot, everywhere. Geographical area, geographical area, geographical area I'm talking about, not within the premises of the company. Any place, any place in any corner of this world, google.com, it's available. Any website, even you make your website available for global public network, it's accessible. Anytime, 24 cross 7, 24 cross 7. Then even with respect to 365 days, always your website is up and running, it's available. Even if your website goes down, you should have a very prior intimation to the people, a very prior intimation. Server will be down due to maintenance, so that they make some changes, they make some modifications for so and so number of hours. Web application is always found device independent. Device independent. Today, people have made a web application a easy approach to reach out with to reach people with their business. Web application. It's the best media it has become. If I start, if I want to start my personal, like my own personal training, and I want people to know about me around the globe, the best way as of today is make your website available, make it public, then definitely it would be an easy marketing. Like people can know about me, people can know about the courses what I teach, people can know about my profile, people can know about everything about me through my website, that which I presented myself. That is what I mean to say. Device independent. Even today, if you see, more than desktop, people prefer to go with development of what web-based applications. But I'm not saying that everywhere people use on it. Even there are many companies, even 90 are with a web application, 10% even today exist on desktop application. Some are migrating from desktop to web-based, from web-based to desktop. They are doing in that way also. Migration, project migration. Project was already running on some process. They want to migrate it to desktop, or application is already on desktop. They want to make it available for public through web application. And who will support us for all this? These are the things: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, ASP.NET. You understand? This is what we have, the points connecting with your introduction to web application. Now, under this web application, every you can say web application is somewhere or the other involved with what? HTML. Involved with HTML. Earlier it was there earlier. When I started my career in computers, I noticed HTML was limited. But today it has become vast. It's not possible to wind up HTML learning in 2 months, 3 months. You can't say that. Subject has become vast. It's now it's equally competent to language. Though it's a technology, but equal competent to language today. They made so flexible things available in HTML. That's what you call hypertext markup language. What for? Displaying information on a browser. That's the only job you do with HTML. You say na username, you give username. Password, you give password. That username, HTML information. Password, HTML information. Where you are giving a small box will be there where you input your username. That is also your HTML information. You click on a button, you click on a link, sign in or log in. HTML thing. But as ASP.NET developer, programmer, should have knowledge on HTML. You need not like master in HTML. No, you don't need that. A UI people will take care of designing any type of design UI. Only displaying information is enough. You don't need formatting. Obviously, formatting is needed. How do you format? How do you make your website look beautiful? How do you make your website look perfect? How do you want your website to where people can feel the environment? Yes, that beautifying part of website will be done by CSS, cascading style sheet. Only that is not enough. Only beautifying, only displaying is not enough. You need to make some restrictions. You need to make some restrictions. Like what restrictions? What restrictions? I should control user. I should control user. What sort of control? Like when he enters username should be of so and so number of limit to characters, limitation to characters. When he gives password, I should restrict him. Password should be of only 14 characters, 13 characters, 20 characters. I should restrict. For that, what you're doing, you're writing some logic, you're writing some conditions. That conditions what you're writing, that is what you call, scripting. What sort of scripting? Yes, two types. Either you write scripting at client side or you write scripting at server side. Client side scripting you do with the support of JavaScript. And that scripting will be executed by browser. But there are now two types of scripting we have. Client side scripting, server side scripting. Client side scripting will be executed by browser for basic validation so that it will reduce a burden on server, burden of server. And server side applications, those will be managed by web server. Advanced validation. That's what we have a channel, a proper channel in an organization. If you join as a programmer into any IT company, there's a proper channel for you to approach to any person. Just like that, you enter into company, your boss is not available for you. Just like that, you enter into a company, you're not available with your HR. There's a proper channel. Boss is somewhere else, but things are going in a systematic way. Why? That's what the point is. Everyone has their own responsibility. Client side scripting, browser will do this process. Server side scripting, server will take care of. Client side job, server can't do. Server side job, client can't do. HR cannot make big decisions of the company. HR is responsible for employees, so the department will be taking care of only employees. Exactly same way. Client side work only client can do, browser can do. Server side work only server will do. Client work server can do, server work client can do. Highly impossible. If that is the case, then no one is in control. No one is in proper, control. Now, who will be doing client side scripting? Just now I said JavaScript. Server side scripting, ASP.NET. Only these two are there for client side scripting and server side scripting? No, for our syllabus, I'm talking about these two. Server side scripting, many things are there. For .NET, we use ASP.NET. For Java, the people use servlets for server side program. Java people use. Some other software uses some other scripting. Depends. But interesting thing is, whenever you create a web page, whenever you create a web page, important is important is that web page is meant for displaying information. Only displaying information? No. No. Okay, I'll give you an example. Say, for example, you plan to join, like you planned to go with any shopping portal. You just visited any shopping portal. First, what will you do? You go to some product. You want to purchase some product. So for that, you search for that product. The product information will come. You can find the product information. Imagine a case you're purchasing a mobile online through online. So you just search for that mobile, whether that shopping portal provides with whether they are providing this mobile or not. If they provide, then you search for that mobile. They'll give you description of that mobile, everything, reading, complete information, whatever you want about a mobile, reviews, features of that mobile, comparisons with other devices, with other mobiles, right? Everything. Even people write reviews about that mobile, even that reviews will be available. But finally, say for example, you decided to purchase. So you click on buy the product. You want to purchase the moment you purchase the moment you click on to purchase that product, then it will ask for payment. Payment may you make a choice. Payment with say credit card. The moment you click on credit card, now it will ask you where it will ask you for credit card number. You are going to input your number. That is, you are going to type something in the website. Earlier, you didn't type anything. You were reading information in the website. So when you're reading information from the website, that was your static page. You are not interacting with the page. You are just the information is meant only for reading. Later on, you started going to purchase that mobile. When the process starts for purchasing of mobile, then it starts you asking you about your address. It asks you to feed your credit card details or debit card details, whatever the process you follow. From then, that page is interactive web page, static page, non-interactive, dynamic page, interactive, registration page, login page, payments related information page, whatever the stuff you have, they all come under dynamic web pages. Contact page means contact information will be available. You don't contact with the people. It's meant information is available. Different ways of contacting to that company. About us page. That is also one of the most frequently found find pages in your website. About us. It's only for reading about that company. How to contact that company. Contact information. What are they called? Static web page, dynamic web page. So interesting point is whether you work with static page or you work with dynamic page, somewhere or the other, it requires a support of HTML. That's it. From my side, I'm done with this introduction.